but we'll go a little further. We'll go a little further. And I'm going to invite everybody to ground yourselves right now. If you're feeling very expansive, because yes, we have been lifted off. We have lifted off, in fact. Then make sure those feet, that you are grounded and that you are in your body. This is very important. When we are in a revolution of love vehicle that is so visionary, that is so expansive, such as this, and yes, that is a bold statement. I am totally aware of that. We do ground ourselves. You ground those feet on the ground. And as you feel connection in your body, I'm going to invite you to maybe place your hands wherever you feel cold in this moment. If it is over the heart, if it is on the top of your head, the crown, if it is maybe over your third eye, maybe you give yourself a hug right now. And you keep on breathing through these coming minutes now. And as you ground, remember, we are so sophisticated spiritually that we can both ground and we can expand out and see in new ways and see a new vision, exactly what Renee was speaking about in this new way. And so you expand out and then we come back into our bodies. This is no joke, this life that we are living. And this call to creating change. Whew. I'm just feeling it. I'm just feeling it. And so we are born for such a time as this. This is not an accident. It is not an accident that we are here, my friends. And I want to just abolish and take away any of these walls that we have so many walls, don't we? So many things, so many fears, so many doubts, so many places of hurt and wounding. And so tonight, let us just imagine with me now, please imagine with me that we are safe. And imagine that we are truly coming into a place of a new creation, a new vision for what God, for what love wants for us. Yes, a world without militarism. Calling back to what John and Sherry will be doing. A world, yes, without racism. Lifting up Sandra Bland and her birthday today. A world without capitalism and materialism and all of the isms and all of the phobias. And instead of, that's not enough. Instead of it being just a world without, what do we want? What will we create? What will we imbue into this magnificent life that we have come into in such a time as this? Yes, yes. Imagine, my friends, if you had no wounding, if there had never been any kinds of pains or fears, whether it's how you look, whether it's how you love, whether it's your status or your ability. Imagine if it was life immaculate. And what would you believe? How would you believe? What would you create? How would you create? And you know what? How would we create? How would we believe? It is the wound of traumas. It is environmental violence internalized from the gate, from the get-go, that chips away at what we know. Amen. I'm talking to the highest part of you right now. I am talking to the place within you that doesn't need an education, that doesn't need even me to tell you anything, that doesn't need services or workshops or trainings or certifications. The highest part of you that knows. That knows. It's expansive. And in this place of knowing, it is inextricably linked. This knowing without wound, without trauma, without pain. When we come into imagining now, this is the knowing. And the knowing expanding, it comes into a place of believing. I want to introduce you tonight, some of our biggest friends, allies, accomplices that are begging and seeking and pleading with us to have at it, to welcome them home. And that is truth, and that is love, and that is, yes, the knowing, your knowing. And so it is a homecoming, friends. It is a homecoming. And feel your heart expand. That's why I'm emotional. Feel your heart expand. It is a homecoming. It is truth seeking you. It is love seeking you. It is your knowing knocking at the door. And what would you say? Would you say, come in? Would you say, go away? Would you say, I'm not sure? Because the time, as I always say, and as we always say, is truly, surely now. And we say, do you believe? And yes, we do believe. If truth were to ask you, do you believe me? Would you say yes? If love were to ask, do you believe me? Would you say yes? If your knowing said to you and asked you, do you believe me? What would you say? Would you accept the call? Unequivocally, would you accept it? We have friends, we have allies, we have immense power that we don't even always tap into these things. Oh, and tonight, yes, yes, yes. It is truth, it is love. It is knowing that seeks us. Please help, let us help you, it says. I hear it. Please. It is from this place of acceptance, truth, and of love, and of knowing we can create. We can create because we believe. Because we believe. We are in stage 6 of the hope cycle, and that is belief. And I would say it is the hardest stage. And it's the hardest stage because of the wound to our knowing. And I did not add truth and love in the recent sermons, but it hit me. They need to be added to this stage. It isn't just our knowing here, my friends, that has been blighted, that has been sequestered, that has been squashed, denied, doubted by, be it people, places, and things, or by yourself. It is also truth and love your truth, and your love. Gosh, go back. Let's go back in time. We incarnated, and Renee was just sung about this, and the love that shone through, and it was unencumbered. It was just bold and brilliant and majestic. And the truth that we carried forth, and the knowing beyond thoughts and words that was ineffable, it was just lined up. Lined up. I think I'm back. I think I just kind of landed back. And so the invitation tonight, I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to go here. The invitation is for us to truly return to the truth, to the love, to the knowing. And I want to put this forward, bam, back to you, your truth and your love and your knowing, because you know these things. You know these things. Like I said, yeah, the books help, and yeah, the trainings help, and the schooling and all of those. But at the end of the day, my friends, if we don't break wide open, it is not going to mean anything. Won't mean anything. And if we are truly going to change our lives and this magnificent world that we are in right now, it is a homecoming that awaits us, that seeks us, that calls us to the truth, to the love, to your knowing. Oh, don't ever turn your back on it. Again, never. I want us all tonight, so we can pass through this stage 6 of believe as we stand on the precipice outside of the cave of churn and burn. And we are met with, maybe it's a friend or a family member or a guide or an ancestor that says, do you believe? And we can say, yes, I believe. I accept my truth and the love and the knowing that is within me. And I also see it all around me. I see it in each and every person here. Each and every one of us. May we never again doubt or deny our truth and our love and our knowing. And may we exalt the truth and the love and the knowing within everybody that we meet. And you know how I make the caveat. I have to. This is my Gevurah coming in. Gevurah in mystical Judaism is justice and boundaries. If and when we meet people that are disconnected from their humanity, and we're going to meet them, we call that in. And you can still honor and respect, and it doesn't mean you need to stay there. It doesn't mean you should be there in that energy field. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You can see that person at their core, and you can keep it moving. In fact, we need to. Because there is enough of us, my friends. There is enough of us that believe. And that's what we need to exalt as a powerful contagion. We don't need to keep wasting time. Hey, if those people come round, wonderful. But we've got work to do. We've got believing to do. We've got change making in our own lives, and in the world to do. And that's all there is to know about. And that's really all there is to say tonight. Truth and love and knowing. It is our homecoming. And so I will ask you this one time. Do you believe? There will come a time, and the time is tonight. That time is now. Our truth and love and our knowing is sitting on the seat of our soul. And so it is. So mote it be. Blessings, everybody. And let us go now into a time, yes, of prayer and a time of togetherness, yes, and a time of love. Well, let's just sit for a moment in this, just for a moment, and let's just reside here in this bubble bath. This bubble bath that is Thanksgiving, that is harmony. That is bravery, yes. As we are ignited into remembrance, yes, we embrace this truth, this love, and this knowing, and we put this on like a breastplate, yes. And we remember right now, this moment in time. It is a reckoning. It is a healing. Holy One, as we come before you tonight, I ask a special prayer upon each and every person as they are gathered here, that they truly come back to an exalted version of themselves and of you, the Most High. And that there is no hurt, harm, or danger in this place at all. And in fact, it is imbued with a compassion that knows no bounds. And that they are able to take the feelings generated here, if it feels so good to them, into the world around them. And that they are able to be